It's Saturday, 2:30 a.m. and my Robinhood account has settled, meaning that all the options have expired and either been assigned or not. In my case, this time, all 24 call contracts expired without being exercised. Yay! Which means the $1,200 or so that I collected in premiums last week is free cash flow, because I have no replacement cost. I have the same stock that I used to cover the first time. All right. So, as promised, I'm going to share my screen as I place orders to be hopefully filled on Monday morning. So here we go. Okay. So I've still got, I'm still using 30% of my margin, which is fine. That's costing me about $2 a day. So I've accrued $4.25 interest on this transaction set. So compared to the revenue, that's nothing. Okay, so I've got to set about placing orders for hopefully to be filled Monday. I've got to submit those orders. So anyway, this is the screen. Now, if you're using a different broker than Robinhood, of course, this is going to look different, but the principle is the same. So I've got 2,400 shares to cover call options. So I'm going to trade options, sell calls. Now, I'm not going to, the last bid price on $7 calls was 15 cents. I'm going to go more than that. The price should drop dramatically Monday. I may drop down to a $6 strike, but I'm not going to sell these calls for 15 cents. So I'm going to click on this, hit continue. 24 contracts. And I'm going to go for 25 cents. I'm really, choice is good for day or good until cancel. I'm going good for day because I want to get something sold Monday. I don't want to wait another day if at all possible. Remember, it's all about the income. So any lost day on income is a day you can't get back. So I have skipped a day when the premiums were just so low, it wasn't worth it, but that's pretty rare. So I'm going to hit review the order. And as you can see, it says you're free to sell 2,400 shares of HBI at $7 on or before October 7th. If you aren't asked to sell HBI by then, you'll keep your collateral and the full $800 credit. $600 credit, sorry. So as soon as this order is filled, I'll have the $600 in my account. So let's hit submit. All right, so it's done. So that's how hard it is. What did that take? 5 minutes? And if it's filled, that's going to be $600 of revenue. So to show you how great that is, I'm going to jump to something that you need to as I've often stated, the transaction set is the engine upon which this income stream is built. That's a term I came up with several years ago, and it's worked out great. So this you need to thoroughly understand. And the link to this will be down in the description. You need to study this. Because what happens is not all of the contracts I sell are ever exercised. This week was a good example. So the revenue accumulates on the same inventory. See, a full transaction is the put that puts the stock on you when it's finally exercised, and the call, which when exercised finally calls it away. And oftentimes, as we can see here, you have a lot of contracts that are not exercised, so that premium income just accumulates and accumulates and accumulates and accumulates. So I don't worry too much about what the market price of the stock is. I mean, that does affect the liquidation value of the account, but I don't plan on liquidating. The whole point of the exercise is to produce income. I am not an investor in stock. I'm a merchant. And it's the contracts based on stock that I sell. Simple as that. So it's not so much about what I paid for it or what I sold it for, but what it costs to replace it. So think of a can of beans. I'm running a grocery store. I do better if when you buy that can of beans and I have to replace it on my shelf, I can buy it cheaper. But better than a merchant selling goods like cans of beans, I make money when I buy it and when I sell it. And I don't have the overhead of a store or delivery guys or payroll. And now that we have commission-free trading, don't even have that. So it's the best of both worlds. The only thing that comes close to it would be rental property, because you can be highly leveraged there. In other words, you could borrow maybe 80% of the cost of the property. And as long as you can rent it for more than the mortgage and the upkeep on the property, then the difference is your free cash flow. And over time, the property gets paid off. And there you got, if you get one bad tenant who comes in and tears the place up, you got problems. So at any rate, this is a lot easier, and I don't have to go in and fix the toilet. So I'd said this was going to be a long video, but it's really not, because the process is so simple. So simple. You just have to wrap your head around the idea that you're in it for the income. You're a merchant. You're not an investor in stock. So you'll see the liquidation value of your account go up and down, up and down, up and down, just like it would if you had stock in a 401k. So, but you got to keep your eye on the ball, which is revenue. So the way you measure your success in selling covered stock options is to be able to sell more options and to increase your income. So now the next question people often ask is, how much money can I take out? Well, you could take out whatever you want, but I try not to ever take out more than 20% of my free cash flow. Now, last June, I took out $10,000 out of my account. But just with what was left over, I've still had a good steady income, built my account value back up so I can sell more contracts. Of course, the market's been very good to me from the standpoint that if the price of the stock goes down, I can cover more contracts. See, that's where it's different than an investor's point of view. I'm just looking at how many contracts can I cover and how much revenue can I collect. Okay, I think that pretty well covers it. It's just a simple business. There's no strategies of this strategy or that strategy, or it's just a matter of selling your merchandise. So if it weren't for the website and the YouTube channel, I would probably estimate I spend around 30 minutes a week working. And all you got to do is look at the history. But you can go back and see 2 years of history on my website, the link of which is down at the bottom. So if you find this helpful, please subscribe, hit like, and notifications so that you can continue to receive these videos. And let's make some money. Let's have some income. Let's sell something. All right. Have a good morning.